Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you so much for everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing, booking readings with me. It all really matters, and I'm grateful. Today we're asking, why are you so attractive? So why are you so attractive? I'm going to start with pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I'm still doing the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, so all you have to do is be subscribed and leave a comment, and we will get you going. I'm going to pick 2 as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So we're going to move on to pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Why do people find you so attractive? Why do people find you so attractive? Is this for you? No, it's why do people find you so attractive? Ooh. Well, you're certainly willing to walk away from what is unfulfilling, you know, heal any heartbreak, and invest in something new. So I guess people see some resilience in you. So can I get some clarity on the 8 of Cups? 6 of Cups. So the 8, so it's like, I think that you will walk away from anything emotionally fulfilling so that you can have, you know, somebody that is really feels right for you. Because the 6 of Cups is about, you know, innocent love and you know, joy. Like, you'll walk away. I don't think you're walking away from innocent love. If you are, then I don't know, maybe reconsider. But otherwise, I would get that you're willing to walk away from anything unfulfilling because you're only going to put up with the real thing. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting from most of you. You're only going to put your time in on the real thing. Yeah, you're gonna take your healing because you're aiming for ultimate emotional fulfillment. You're like, I will walk away from what's unfulfilling so I can find somebody that feels just right for me, and that I can have something that will last the test of time and will be really deeply emotionally fulfilling. With heartbreak, did you leave behind a King of Pentacles? Or are you I think that with the heartbreak, with the King of Pentacles, you're like, I'm only going to put up with somebody who is committed. Yeah, is committed, because the King of Pentacles is committed and is stable, and, you know, you're like, I'm out with the old and in with the better. So yeah, with the 7 of Pentacles, yeah, you're like, if something, if something doesn't pay off, I'm just gonna, you know, spend time building myself up, because I'm only this, you know, somebody who I really feel like I belong with, that I can really be happy with, that I can, you know, will really be very stable and committed. That's what I'm willing to give up my you know, my singlehood for, you know, like, So right now you're attractive because you will not accept anything but good. Yeah, you're like, if it's not good, it's not worth my time. Which is true. So you may also have left a situation, yeah. I get that a lot of you in this pile have maybe left a commitment, or maybe left, you know, something that never became committed. Yeah. And you, while that was heartbreaking, you're ready to, like, only have the good. And that's also what you're attracting in. Yeah. So people are attracted to you because, you know, you have a lot of integrity. You have a lot of clarity. People know that if they want to have this beautiful and equal relationship with you, that they have to start by being honest and real with you. I've got the Two of Swords. So I'm getting that people feel that you may be a little bit conflicted about, yeah, that you might be a little bit conflicted about getting in a relationship at all right now. But the best chance somebody has to have, you know, this, you know, beautiful relationship with you is to come forward and be really, you know, honest and transparent. Are you the King of Cups? Is there a King of... I feel like there may be somebody in specific that has a lot of feelings for you. And they want this new beginning with you so that they can move towards something committed. But they feel that you might be of two minds. I'm getting for most of you that this is a new person. Yeah, that this isn't the person that you broke your heart. I mean, it could be for some of you, but I'm not really getting that. I think that you've moved on from something that ended up being unsuccessful, and there is somebody, I think, already in your life who has really deep feelings for you, that does want a very, you know, long-term relationship with you. I feel like I didn't take anything from this deck, so I'll get back to those charms. Anything more about what others find attractive about you? Got Queen of Swords. You are a little bit in the Queen of Swords energy. It's like, I will walk away. Which is not inherently bad, but you do need to allow in the good. Just to have a clear idea of what, you know, it shouldn't be a blanket statement of like, I will have nothing, so much as what are the things that I won't put up with. And then those are your hard and fast rules. And, you know, communicate and be honest about them. Okay. Yeah. People see that you're very smart, that you are very willing to have boundaries. You're very willing to cut off unsatisfying situations. That, you know, that you're still very beautiful. You're very accomplished, but you might not be as open. Yeah. So with the Three of Pentacles, do you work together well with other people? I feel like you're kind of on a mission. Yeah, like you have something that you're trying to achieve. So with the Five of Wands, is this because you're dealing with... I'm going to get a little bit more clarity with the Five of Wands. Like, they could see you as somebody who's, you know, defensive, but I'm not necessarily getting that. I mean, people do see that you have boundaries, they're clear boundaries, and that there are consequences for, you know, not respecting them. But do other people feel like that there's competition to be in your life? What is this about? Tell me. The Three of Diamonds. So this has to do with the Three of Diamonds, which we just pulled. So it's like maybe people want to collaborate. Yeah. Like almost like people are fighting for the chance to collaborate with you. And I feel that this is more of a professional thing for most of you. But maybe it's because you are so intelligent. Like people want to collaborate with you because collaborating you would likely cause success. And I've got Temperance. So you are you are somebody who is even-tempered. Yeah. You're even-tempered. You balance that out. I think that you are able, even though a lot of people see you as the Queen of Swords, I think that you're able to balance out most aspects of your personality. Let's get to those charms. Yeah, I definitely see that there was definitely some heartbreak for you. This is the second heartbreak. And people, I think people see how resilient you are after heartbreak. Yeah, and they see you as a very impressive person, like that you're also somebody who's very willing to be yourself. Like, yeah, it's like, you know, it was time to like be yourself. It was time to really, and I have the Eye of Ra. So I mean, you're like, people think that you're wise, but especially with the owl as well, like they believe that you're wise. It's also got Athena in the back, so I think that you give that kind of wise warrior energy. Like you're like, you know, it's like you will fight, but your strategy. But also, people think that you know things. People might not understand why you know things because they feel like you're just getting a lot of inspiration. Yeah. People think that you're lucky. Like, people want to collaborate with you. People, you know, want whatever you're doing, you know, like... Yeah, with the Death card, it's like you're willing to let bad things end. Yeah, you're definitely, I mean, maybe you weren't always that way, but right now you're like, I feel the pain, I heal the pain, I move away from what's causing me pain, and I invest in something else. You're very practical. Very practical. I think that you're also confident. You have like a really, you know, yeah, really good head on your shoulder. You got both hats. People really find your intellect attractive. Yeah, it's notable, and people are you want to be around it. So I think that people want to be in your life for a long time, but I think that ultimately people do feel that you're very closed off, like that they want to get, you know, under the shell, you know, and be able to see more of you. I have the friend charm, amigo. Do you attract? Yeah, like I feel like you attract a lot of friends. Like you You are somebody, and maybe that's more what you're willing to invest in right now, and I think that that might be the case. I've got the Nana charm, oh, which is like for grandmother, like it's a heart. So, like your grandmother might be very important in your life. If your grandmother has passed on, they might be a spirit guide. Yeah, for some of you. I mean, obviously that's not for all of you, but for some of you, yeah, that's if your grandmother's passed on, she's still with you. So people see you as somebody who just, you know, takes one step in front of the other. You make the decisions. You're like, I'm going to build this. They see you as very stable. And, you know, you're just going to accept what's worth your time. You're like, anything less that's worth my time, I will just spend that time, like, building what I want to build. Yeah. And if you do not come forward with honesty, you have no chance with me. That's a really very important point. You're just not going to put up with it. So you're like, I'll open up my heart for getting, you know, I'm opening up to like people I can collaborate with. I will open up my heart to, you know, a real love. But otherwise, I'm just going to balance myself out. And if somebody who comes in is somebody who gives something that's worth my time, but you're like, I can be single. I'm fine being single. And you're a little conflicted about letting anybody in again. But if so, you want somebody who's going to be stable and committed. Because you're a very powerful person. You're very fierce. You're very strong. Yeah, you're intense. Yeah, that's okay. We all have a little intensity. Yeah, but like the intellect, like this whole pile, like one of the things that is very attractive about you is your intellect. So I just want to say thank you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I reach 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and leave a comment and you're in the running. And I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And if you like, share, subscribe, or book a reading with me, I really appreciate that as well. Okay, we're going to move on to pile number 2. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. Tell me, what do other people find attractive about you? What do other people find attractive about you? What do other people find attractive about my beautiful pile 2? All right, pile 2. Well, I think people find you know, your playfulness attractive. But you have like a interesting balance because you are like playful. You do attract friendships and celebration, but you're at the same time you're very hardworking. You manage both very well. With the Hermit, I get that you're somebody who is introspective. People may believe that you're wise. Yeah, I don't think that you let things get too serious or too silly. Like you're a good balance on what needs to get done and, you know, having your joy along the way. You're also somebody who gives a lot of joy and happiness to others. People want to have a beginning with you because they feel that you are, you know, just full of love. Yeah, that you're full of love, that you have love to give. And people, you know, want to give love to you as well. Like people, you know, I think people see you. Yeah. I think that you've gotten to a place where people really see the authentic you, and you've done work on yourself. You All right, I'm going to get some clarity on that, because that was the that was the Seven of Swords and the Cups. Well, that was awkward. It's just hard because there's something right there. Oh my gosh. So I've got the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups. Like with the Six of Cups, like a lot of people want to be your friend. With this, like people find you fun. People feel like they've known you forever. But people also like feel, you know, like kind of an innocent romantic vibe towards you. Like they want to hold your hand, you know, they want to, you know, offer you things. But I did get the Seven of Swords, so I'm going to get some clarity on that. Is this because, do people think that you're sneaky? Do people recognize that you've had, you know, sneaky people in your life? Tell me why the Seven of Swords here is here. Okay. You know, sometimes spirits is helpful while at the same time being unhelpful. You know, the Seven of Swords is here because of the Five of Swords. So, I mean, I'm getting that whether it's you or someone else, like there was somebody who, like, was mean or dishonest. Yeah, and that they use that as an excuse to also maybe leave. Like, but it really was, all of that issue was never really about you. Is this just telling them that that was never about them? Okay. So, I think Spirit just wants you to know that it was not about you. That they were just shady. So I guess that somebody needed to know that. But is this what other people, this is just a message from, okay. I don't know. Spirit just needed to get their voice heard on that one. So, like, with past experiences when people didn't treat you well, it's because that person was not dealing well with their own internal issues and taking it out on you and almost making it seem like it's your fault. Yeah, definitely making it seem like it's your fault. That is that person. That is not, you know, that's not what other people see about you. Other people see somebody that, you know, they'd love to be friends with, that they feel really close to, that, like, they have, like, I'm like the more level of innocent romantic feelings towards you, because they see that, like, it's like that they want to nurture you, like they want to give you a lot of love. With the Two of Pentacles, I mean, people see that you're trying to balance things out in your life, that you're trying to get things to work. And with the Six of Cups, it's like they really want to come in and help. Yeah. Like, there's somebody, you got the Six of Cups twice, and you got the Ace of Cups. it is definitely likely that there is a love interest that is just waiting. It's like, no, I will help, you know, like, and I think that they really do want to come in and help because they came in with the Two of Pentacles. Like, whatever you're having trouble balancing, they want to come in and help you do that. I've also got the Ten of Wands. Are you holding on to something? Or is this just about... I think that you might, yeah, you might be really loyal, and sometimes that ends up being a little bit of a burden for you. With the Knight of Pentacles, is this somebody else? Is this you? Okay, this is you. But with the Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Ten of Swords, it's like you do have a plan. You know, you're planning on I think definitely still holding all these things, you know, up, and you have a plan for it, and you're figuring that out. That being said, you are good with being alone. You are somebody, or at least people see you as somebody that is, you know, beautiful, accomplished, or handsome, you know, like, they see you as somebody who has their stuff together. But I feel that some people are like, but if you have this one thing you need a balance, seriously, I will be there. Like, you know, I think that you incite a lot of loyalty in others. And maybe because you are so loyal. And yes, you can't do anything about people who are in this state, because they're gonna hurt people, because that's where they are. It could be where they are right now. It could be where they're always going to be, but it's also something that you can't control. So keep that in mind. And that's, I think, why Spirit wanted you to know that, because you do have so many people who are like, I think that you probably are attracting it. Yeah, you're definitely attracting in soul family. You're attracting in people who feel like they've known you forever, because like you really are, you know, you've got this, you've balanced this out, you've done internal work to make sure that you're the best. You're somebody who's very caring, and you know, Spirit is with you. Like, you're on path more than you know. So I've got I mean, you could have Greek heritage. Some of you could, because the color and the Greek key around it. Do people, I don't see people seeing you with a cold heart. Do people see you with a cold heart? I just think that people know that you have run up against somebody who is cold-hearted. Somebody who does not have loyalty to you. Yeah. So if you're still holding on to loyalty to this person who keeps on, you know, picking fights and then using that fight as an excuse to run away and kind of making it your fault for their behavior, this person is cold-hearted. They're not, yeah, they're not the person that you should keep holding that burden for. Yeah, I think that most of you aren't, but I think that one or two of you are. Yeah, a few, just a few of you are still like, I can still hold this burden, and you need to release it, because this person's behavior isn't going to get better. It's just who they are. I mean, they've made these choices. You get to make different ones. I've got the daughter charm. Some of you may have a daughter. I mean, there could also be a younger female in your life, like that you have a kind of parental kind of feeling for, like you really are looking out for them. And I think that that's some of you. Are some of you needing to do your inner work? I think that a lot of you have already done a lot of your like childhood work. I mean, some of you may still need to, but I feel like for some of you that there is like a younger female that you feel very like maternal or paternal towards, like you want to look out for them, make sure that they're safe, make sure that they're not being taken advantage of. I've got the Nana charm. So, I mean, some of you have like a really close relationship with your grandmother. I'm not getting, I was getting more of that with the last one. I think some of you like have a spirit guide that may be your actual grandma, or maybe like, maybe an ancestor that you never met. Yeah, I get for some of you, like, you have a female ancestor that you never met. Like, but they're one of your spirit guides. They're one of the people that are looking out for you. And some of you, you're just close with your grandma. But I think that somebody really needed to hear that. Maybe you've been like feeling like you needing a confirmation. Yeah. So people see you as somebody who does speak from their heart. They see you as somebody who is really authentic. And that every twist and turn, every hard, part, has only made your heart more beautiful. I think people see you going through kind of a rebirth. Where you've done what you needed to do to even things out. And they see that you've become somebody much stronger. Yeah, with don't panic. I think that you make other people feel calm. It's not that even that you're calm all the time, but I feel that people feel really comforted around you. So you help them feel calm. You help them feel like that they're meant to be there. You're willing to hold onto their friendships, and like people want to be there for you when you need it as well. So don't try to exclusively, it's okay. I understand you're an independent person, and that is a good trait, but it's okay to occasionally. And I just, just occasionally let the people who love you come in and do something for you as well. Because if nothing else, it makes them feel like, that they can reciprocate. So I think, yeah, people really want to be around your energy. People feel very attached to you, and you really bring in a lot of true friendships. Like with the friendship charm, you're bringing in a lot of friendships. Like your friends admire you. I don't know, but you do bring in love and physical attraction. But like people like see your heart, and like and the right people are like trying to be part of your life. I mean, you do need to be aware of the people who aren't worth your time, but other than that, yeah, you just have like a beautiful, playful energy. Do people think that you have outdated beliefs, or do people just think that you're very yeah, like it's not like you have a hard energy, but people still see you as somebody who's very strong. Like, I'm getting that, like, people also see you as fun, and that came in at the beginning, like, strong and fun, like, you've got a very interesting like balance, but it's like deeply like integrated and balanced, because you're still somebody like who is powerful, who is fierce. You're very fiercely loyal, definitely fiercely loyal. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I am doing two as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment. Other than that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing, booking readings with me. It really matters, and I appreciate it. And we're going to move on to the talented and, you know, amazingly attractive pile 3. Hello, my beautiful pile 3, my handsome pile 3, my amazing pile 3. Why do people find pile 3 attractive? Why do people find pile 3 attractive? Well, you're a little bit selective. So I've got the 4 of Cups. So people definitely don't think that you're going to take... I don't know, do people just think that you're a little bit cool? Yeah. People think that maybe you won't take any opportunity. Somebody in your life really wants, you know, sees you as the person, sees themselves as the person for you, and maybe sees you as somebody who's not necessarily, you know, choosing them right now. But they do definitely really want to be in their life. They feel like they have a spiritual connection with you. But they almost feel like you're confused. But I think that there's somebody in particular. Yeah, and with the Queen of Wands, are you the Queen of Wands? Are they the... Yeah, like they really want to take action towards you. They have a lot of passion for you. So you have somebody in particular that is very interested in you. With the Queen of Pentacles, are you the Queen of Pentacles? They see you as somebody who's nurturing, who is kind, who is practical. Yeah, definitely somebody who's practical. They also see you as somebody who is a winner. Like they see you as somebody who definitely stands out, who... Let's clarify the Queen with the 4 of Diamonds. Yeah, but they feel like you're a little bit closed off. Yeah, like you don't really want to open up your heart. At least this is what this person feels, because I'm getting a very particular person for you. This doesn't necessarily indicate your feelings so much as their feelings towards you. Yeah, but this person wants a, you know, wants a long-term commitment that would last the test of time. Like, this person, like, I mean, is very attracted to you, but does not see you opening up to them and, you know, but would want something that would be super lasting for you. But like for everybody else, like why do people think you're attractive? Death. You have an intense kind of thing going on here. It's almost like people are definitely pursuing you. Yeah, I think that this person in particular, but there might be more than one person pursuing you, and maybe because Maybe because you are a little bit more closed off. Because I've got Death and 8 of Cups. I'm sorry. The Ace of Wands. Well, I mean, people find you very physically attractive. And you definitely have somebody who wants something like long-term, like sees you as like a soulmate. But man, this is, you know, this is intense because this is, you know, like endings. Is this somebody that you had an ending with? I'm not really getting that, at least not for most of you. But it's like, you're very willing to walk away from anything emotionally unfulfilling, but at least other people think that you might also not be open to letting people in, you know, with something that would be very emotionally fulfilling. But, like, I think people get, like, a hot and cold energy from you. Yeah, with the Magician. So with Death, like, some of you could definitely be Scorpios, but I'm not saying that that's even most of you. But with the Death card, you do, like, people like feel this intense kind of life-changing energy with you. Like, it's almost like you being with you is like being transformed for them. There is a lot of, you know, intense attraction. Is this also this person? Yeah, this person who wants to have a relationship with you also has a you know, a lot of intense physical attraction to you, as well as they have, you know, this attachment that just feels like they definitely feel with these two like you've known each other in another life. But I think you're somebody who's just very willing to walk away, or at least that's how they see you, very willing to walk away, very closed off with your heart. Like, they're still very attracted to you, so I don't know if some of them are working out their own issues. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily this person who thinks you're their soulmate, but I think some people might pursue you because you're not very available. But I think that this other person, that's not really the case for them. But some people are, you know, searching you out because of their own emotional unavailability. So with the Magician, well, the Magician is somebody who's smart, somebody who's charismatic. I get that you are charismatic, that you are somebody who manifests things in your life. Like, people's, you know, like, maybe see you as a miracle, somebody who, like, makes miracles in your life. See. Whoa. I don't know. I get, like, there's somebody who feels very heartbroken by you. Again, this is not necessarily, you know, this is this person's perception, not necessarily your intention. But, so with the 4 With the Four of Swords, please clarify the Four of Swords. Yeah. There's at least somebody who, you know, is trying to like recover because they feel rejected by you. So this definitely came in as very specific. But I've got the Ten of Swords. Do people see you as somebody who's been betrayed? Like I feel like somebody like doesn't, you know, like they still, I feel like they still love you, but they feel, yeah, it's like they feel betrayed because they never were let in. Which obviously you don't need to let anybody in just because they have feelings for you, but they definitely have feelings for you. I think that they were definitely trying to offer you their feelings. Is this Page of Cups? It's like they were trying to offer you their feelings. For some of you, like maybe you didn't really make a move, like you were maybe planning on it sometime in the future, but it's like you never did. And this might have caused a lack of communication. Yeah, because there's somebody who might have emotionally walked away because they feel like you know, are just too confused to make any kind of decision. For this could be flipped. Maybe you walked away from somebody because of that, but like there's somebody who like was really very much trying to like give you their all, and I don't think that they saw seen doing that. Or Seven of Cups, please. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Are you the King of Pentacles? Or are they the King of Pentacles? It's like they wanted to offer you something very stable. I think, did they feel that you chose other options? Is that for some of you? Like for some of you, they felt like you chose other options, or you were always keeping your options open. For some of you, they feel like you never really, you know, looked at them. So I know that this is a little bit of a different reading, but there is somebody who is intensely attracted to you who, you know, basically decided to crash the reading. So let's get some possible messages from this person. Because, you know, this person has a lot of intense attraction and definitely feels like you're their soulmate. Whether or not you feel that way, you know, that's for you to say. You obviously, your feelings are just as important. However, if you weren't sure about this person, because you just were unwilling to open up, maybe because of your own past experiences, then they, you know, they really did have love for you. And, you know, it wasn't, you know, something that was inconsistent. I think that they still have love for you. Even though I don't think you're in communication anymore. But for those of you where, you know, some of you could have like somebody who has a really just extraordinary crush on you. I've got you are so beautiful, handsome. So like somebody, like they have a lot of physical passion for you. You always know what I like. So what I feel like Is it that I feel almost like they've been trying to pay attention to everything that you like. I think that they almost want you to say that to them. That you always know what they like, that you're on the same page. I've got, I sabotage this. Did they sabotage this? I get from most of this that they feel that you sabotaged this. That you just were unwilling to open up. And it caused an end to, like, what they believe is a soulmate connection. And, you know, and that either you or them are healing from, like, not, you know, getting, having open up because it was just too much defensiveness. And it ended up being an unpleasant ending, even though there's still a lot of passion. Yeah, but they don't see you as somebody who sees them. They see you as somebody who has emotionally walked away from them. And I think that they are very much, they care very much, but they want to emotionally walk away. I don't think that they're really able to quite yet. But that's what they want to do, because I think that they were offering their affection and it wasn't really reciprocated. It was kind of held back. Or at least that's how they perceive it. And they saw you as somebody who was, you know, nurturing and attractive, somebody that would last the test of time. And they were trying to be the person that was... would be the right person for you. They were trying to show you that they were committed and loving. But yeah, they just didn't see, they thought that you didn't see them for that. So they still, you know, they would still see being with you as a victory. They still want, you know, something that would last the test of time. But I feel like and are they trying to manifest you into their life? Or, like, they see you as somebody who's, you know, going out manifesting your goals. I don't think that they're really trying to manifest you into their life. But they do respect that about you. Yeah. With the caduceus, I mean, this is somebody who, like, they feel like you're a deep soul connection. It's like, I'm more getting, like, because often this is about healing, but I think this is kind of like Kundalini awakening, kind of like, they feel like they, they awoke more spiritually regarding with this connection. Do they see you as cold-hearted? Are they trying to give less? Like, I think that they're, because they don't feel like that your heart was ever open, they're trying to give less. They're trying to, like, they're trying to be less open with their feelings. They're trying to close off their feelings. They're definitely trying to close off their feelings. It's not like they have, because they actually still have really tender feelings for you. Plus, there's a little feather that was on here. So, like, they feel like this is, you know, heaven sent or guided by angels. But I think that they feel that your heart is locked. You know, like, they cannot come in. And that this has caused, like, an end in your relationship. I feel like I'm getting that they just feel like there's nothing else they can do. It may or may not be true. It is how they feel. Like, they feel like the situation, like, like maybe divine timing is involved, or they just feel like it's just out of time. Like if this was going to happen, it would have happened. And so with this, I think they want you to know that they see you like your true self. I think that they want you to know. I think that they want you to see them. But I don't think that they feel like that's the case. And with Wonder Woman, like they still, like they deeply admire you. With the Crown, like they see you as somebody who, you know, is very accomplished, very, you know, I'm getting one of a kind, even though obviously there's, you know, more suits and more crowns, but like they see you as very specifically that they don't see anybody as better than you. And they do want to hold on to this relationship. Like they would like to nurture it. But again, they feel like there's nothing that they can do. Like they feel like that there's just nothing. They like an olive branch. Because I feel like that they're not sure whether they can, they're not sure whether that they can even give you one. But that's what they would hope for. I've got with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do they think that you have some like it's like they think that you have some outdated beliefs. They'd like things to be more lighthearted with you. And they see you as somebody who's magical, who's somebody who's one of kind, somebody that they would really love to have in their life. So this became a very specific reading about one person. So I'm sorry, but it came through very strong. So I'm going to have to go with it. If you do want a free reading, I am giving away 2 as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So just be subscribed and comment, and you're in the running. I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and booking readings with me. It really makes a huge difference. And we're going to move on to our final and fabulous pile 4. I just needed to do more alliteration. Hello, my beautiful and talented pile number 4. What do others find attractive about you? First thing that comes out is the 10 of Swords. What are you doing? And Temperance. Have you had like past, like I think that you've had past like serious problems in your past, but you have like healed it and like evened yourself out. Like this wasn't like a small thing. This is like, I think that you've dealt with trauma. Yeah, you've dealt with trauma and you found you know, a really great way of dealing with it. Yeah. It's like you dealt with something so really bad, but you took that and you really like healed yourself. You really lived in a state of, you know, finding your center. You know, you're very impressive. Yeah. It's like what you did is you committed to what you could do. People also see you as somebody that they would want to commit to. They also probably see you, like some of you could have some kind of spiritual, yeah, like see you as somebody who's, you know, spiritual, maybe maybe a little bit of traditional, but they see you as somebody who's strong, that you have really like found your inner strength. You found your inner strength, you found your inner balance. I think that you definitely committed to whatever you could do to make it happen. You went and invested in like taking, you're like, well, this is something that's real, something that's serious, but you know, but I'm going to take that next step. Like you took the steps to get your healing. You're like, well, I don't know what's going to happen forward, but I'm going to like put in that first step forward so that something good can happen. And you have really made yourself very, like very stable. You've made yourself very stable. You've made yourself successful. You've made yourself like balanced. Like I'm getting a lot of balance and self-control, and like you're like, whatever happened to me, like happened to me, but I'm not going to let it hold me. You know, like that, it's like you're going to let it be a part of your history, not a part of every day. Yeah. What do others find attractive about you? Yeah, with the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, woo, and the Knight of Swords, you are a fighter. Like, all of these cards, you know, them's fighting cards. You're like, no matter how tired, I'm just going to keep, you know, fighting. I'm just, you know, I think that you had to do like internal battles, like when you were causing, you know, you probably at some point were causing problems for yourself. It's understandable if you dealt with real trauma. But you're like, I'm going to, and you did, you absolutely won this internal battle. But you're like, I'll do my internal battles. I'll fight my exterior battles. I will defend myself. I will, you know, like I'll defend myself in thought and in action. Like, you know, like you are intense, but like people value that you do have this fighting spirit. Am I supposed to take one of these for you? Okay. Like you really bring like I'm just feeling like inspiring. Like people, other people find you attractive because like what you've done is something that a lot of people can't, or just don't know how to do. It's like you've thrived where other people have failed. And that isn't to say anything about the other people. It's just, it says something about your incredible strength and courage. Got Ace of Cups. So are you somebody who is, you know, very caring? I think, do people see you as somebody with a lot of love? I think that there definitely people want to offer you a lot of love. Like, people want to offer you their heart. People want to have it'd be like a new beginning with you. Like, I think that they, you know, almost you know, and this isn't the healthiest thing, but like almost want to give you so much love in some way of, you know, thinking that that will make all of your past, you know, not be an issue. Like, which, you know, the past is still there. It's still an important thing. It's, and I guess ultimately it is a good thing that they do care and want to show you their care, but it's maybe a little bit misguided in the way it comes across. Yeah, I've got the Five of Pentacles, the Star, and the Two of Wands. You also have the Three of Wands, so like, so I think like maybe you dealt with like a lot of poverty, or like there was something that you had an extreme lack. Yeah, I think for most of you, and it's extreme, you know, lack in some way. I don't know if it was an extreme lack of love or caring. Some of you may have been neglected. Yeah, some of you were neglected. Either so your physical needs weren't met, and that may not have had anything to do with poverty, or you definitely, your emotional needs were like deeply not met, but you are like, that's okay. I raised you with just healing myself. Like you took your connection, like I feel like you do have a connection with the divine. Like you use the connection with your divine to help with your healing. People see you as somebody who will take the action to move forward. You've got a lot of Wands cards, so this could be definitely a fire pile. It could be a Virgo, it could be Aquarius. I know those aren't fire signs, those are just other people in here. Leo is obviously prominent, and I definitely got a strong input for Leo for somebody out there, yeah. But yeah, you're somebody who, like, you're charging forward. There's only forward, there's no back. You know, I think that you're still, that you're very in touch with the divine, that you're, you know, you're going to fight the fight as long as you need to fight the fight. And you've made yourself somebody who's really strong, really balanced. Yeah. I think in some ways, like, I've got this fear, but I think that you've really mastered your fears with this and the Strength card. I think that you had a lot of reasons to be afraid, but you mastered your fear. With this, I mean, some of you could be Greek, some, like, do people perceive you as cold-hearted? It's just, I think that I'm not really even getting that you're cold-hearted. I think that you may have dealt with people who, like, are, like, truly cold-hearted. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter if it's their child, their daughter, their sister, you know, they will mess them up. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that you dealt with that trauma and dealing with that lack. And what you are attracting in is abundance. Because you're like, no, just, I think some of you might have dealt with, like, narcissistic people before. So the truth, and, like, fighting to keep your reality is very important with those relationships. So I think that you really weren't willing to look away from the reality no matter what. You're like, I'm moving forward. Yeah, you found your opportunity, you moved forward. Are you a little bit of, because with the panda, I think that, like, you might have, like, intimacy needs that need to be met. Like, maybe that you don't even know how to get met anymore. Like, just because they, you know, you needed more nurture than you got. But you do inspire, like, soft feelings, and like people do care about you. But also, it's okay that you have a soft heart. Yeah, it's okay. Especially, I know that can feel like a burden. Especially when, by the way, it's 5:55 on the clock, so definitely a lot of change for you guys. But yeah, for some of you, you've really had to lock up your heart a little bit just to protect yourself. But I think that you've definitely spent so much time healing. You've done a lot of work to heal. You've done a really impressive job. People see you as somebody who's healed, even if you're still dealing with some things. But mostly you've just taken one step after another step, and you're just like, always, I'm just getting always forward, never back. Just like you're and people see you as somebody who is valuable, that, you know, no matter what the what those other people or person has told or done, that people see you as somebody who's, you know, amazing. Yeah. In some ways, I'm not going to say that people think that you're lucky, but people feel lucky to know you. Because I think some people do realize the intensity of what you had to experience. And there is an end to that. It's whatever that is, like, you've put an end. I don't know if you're just have cut off, you know, people. Yeah, for some of you, you've definitely cut off people. I've got the little martini glass. Definitely, I think some of... I don't know if some of you were also dealing with some kind of addiction. Yeah, and that's not for all of you, but I think some of you might have been dealing with some kind of addiction. But I also see that you have dealt with yourself, that you have, like, committed to things, that you've done the healing, that you're fighting no matter what, that you're just getting, because you've made the decision. And even if you had to fight yourself, you're still going to do it. So I think that for some of you, that this current, like, and some of you, it might not have been alcohol, and for some of you it might not have been, you know, drugs. Some of you, it might have just been like an unhealthy pattern. Yeah. Or something like, you know, spending money you don't have. I'm not really getting a lot of that, but something that, I think that there definitely was something that was unhealthy for you. Maybe it was another relationship that was really unhealthy for you. Yeah, for some of you, it was another relationship that was really very unhealthy for you, and you did do what you needed to do to let it go. I'm getting that, you know, love is coming in for you, something where, you know, both your needs are going to be met with the two lovebirds. Like somebody who's a really good match, where your needs are equally being taken care of. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you could have had a negative love connection in the past, but I'm seeing this as there's new love connection coming in, that you're attracting this. And, like, people think that you are very wise, and they're right. They are, because you've cleared things that are hard for other people to live through. Yeah, so, like, people feel like an attachment with you is something very valuable, like being able to be in your life. And they see that you have anchored yourself in, that you are really, truly being the strongest version of yourself. And yeah, so people think that you're extraordinarily strong. That's what people see you as somebody who will just overcome anything, and they want to offer you things as well. They do want to offer you love. So I appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So just subscribe and leave a comment and you're in the running. And for, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing, and booking readings with me. It really does matter. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.